Hey guys, how goes there? So, the video that I'm creating today is just explaining a couple things that are on my mind. Some of the things is that during this whole human existence on this planet, we have been in a state of fear and ignorance by design. By design, not to just exist as fear, not to exist as fear at all, but to lean towards love and gravitate towards love so that we can learn and disband all fear from our lives, be it hate, racism, um, politics. I want to say I'm not so sure about that because the whole study of politics is how one can influence another, and it should be how one can influence the whole. We have been gravitated towards coming to love until we can get to a state of enlightenment. Alright? For any of you that have not become enlightened yet, it's just, it'll come to you, it'll hit you. And later on in this video, I'll go into my true enlightenment. You see, there's a homeworld that is watching us, and is watching us evolve so that they can come to us when we are done and can coincide without being mindless savages. By mindless savages, I mean we're not gonna go take a gun and fucking shoot one of them because they look different than us. Because they come from a spaceship and we think that we're conditioned in our mind, oh, aliens. Aliens are gonna come down and they're gonna wreak havoc because I mean, I remember growing up, there was that PS2 game, Destroy All Humans, and that's basically how people think of aliens, just coming down and just killing. No, that's not it. You see, they want to come down because they want to inhabit Earth, but they can't inhabit Earth because there's no inhabitants on the top, there's no inhabitants in the core. And by core, I don't mean the core in the Earth, I mean under the outside layer into the Earth, where it's habitable, and then there's a Gartha below it, which is part of the whole Hollow Earth theory. But they basically want to come and inhabit this Earth, and we are like the observing agent for it. If we do not believe in Quran, the Bible, Jewish practices, yeah, I haven't delved in a lot into that, but please bear with me. I grew up Christian, which my thoughts on Christianity are out there. I am not part of any of that though. I can't even say what I'm part of. But they want to come here to inhabit this because there's a lot of gold and they want to mine it, which they've already mined it, which they just want to inhabit it now. But if we keep on being mindless savages like we are, being some type of virus in a computer code on this earth, then they will have to kill us. They will have to kill us because we are no longer human beings. We are no longer existing, conscious, the whole human thing. We're not that anymore. We're just these, and I want to say reptilians, but reptilians are ways to soak up negative energy. Soaking up negative energy, they all go towards them so that we can go the opposite way because as they're here, we are there. Alright, there's a line that's in between it, alright? They're down here, and they're down here so that we can come up here. And that's the reason why whenever there's hate, whenever you smoke, whenever you do drugs, it all gets pulled right to them. And you know what? These people that want to come down and inhabit this earth, they've given us things like marijuana. They've given us tobacco, but it helps us. Tobacco raises the metabolism, so it helps us go about things. It's not really that good for our health, but humans are putting so much toxins into that shit that I would be a bad man if I was to say that it was for good. Tobacco alone is to help get your metabolism going and to keep going. So basically, if we keep on being like savages like we are, and I mean savage as we normally think about savage as the Neanderthal, with the elongated eyebrow, one that scratched his armpit, fucking threw shit at his friends, thought it was funny. We may think of that, but what we should really be thinking about is how we go out and we treat our friends. Are we making sure that they're set up? Are we making sure that, well, I mean, you want to make sure that you're set up. But if you're set up and you have extra that's just leaning over and they need it, like let's say that you're living with whoever and you're set up and they're not, and they're living with some fucking random dude, help them out. Maybe you don't need to stay where you are. Maybe you can go move out with them. Winning. But the prime thing is to stop being mindless and stop being savages. We need to take control, and we need to do it now before they come and they kill us, because they wrote the Bible. They wrote the Quran. They wrote all of that. Alright? They are our God. And they are righteous because they've been there, they have done that, and they are now there, and we are here. Alright? So they have been there and done that, and we are here in the process of doing that. And if we keep on continuing, I mean, we will reach to where they are, but they are already there. They're like let's say that you never had a father growing up. They reach out a hand and they pull you up, and you had a feeling of like you didn't have a father or some shit, and then because they pulled you up in consciousness, you no longer have that feeling. You no longer have any of that. You no longer have that emptiness. And that emptiness, when translated to anybody that's living on earth, it's ignorance basically. It's fear. It's really like all that we're spending in our waking moment is this emptiness, is this fear, all this, and it's because we need to reestablish connection with them. I will make another video of my awakening experience.